Hey, you do a hardcore hermit. This up. Damn it! I'm gonna reverse my whole deck again here. That's good. Holy Spirit, let us know. Let me know what's going on with our fellow hardcore hermits. See what they're into tonight. What do they have to be aware of? What are we gonna have in the heart for them, their spirit? This one? Okay, so some kind of a surprise coming in, possibly. Dreamy, imaginative, something maybe catch you off guard because it might be a little out there. But like in a playful kind of, I don't know, childlike kind of way, possibly. Hopefully you're not in a cup with a giant fish, because really I can't help you there. What do we got in challenge position for hardcore hermits spirit? This one? The Empress. Ooh. Nice. Empress is like motherly figure. She stands for fertility, mother. Embodies all four queens in the deck. So basically, she's the full package. She doesn't even have to wear a shirt apparently. So just chilling. What's that she got in her hand there? Got an ice cream cone with like 3 freaking ice creams on it. But I just noticed she's got a halo in this one too, so she's upright, so yeah. It's like the feminine, like, I guess kind of like in the olden days, like how the queen would be or whatever type shit. Or like the ultimate queen, you know what I mean? Like if there's like, say there's 4 continents and every continent has a queen, she's like the one that rules like the whole thing type thing. Yeah. So like the Emperor's female counterpart. We got in subconscious spirit for our hardcore hermits. Oh my god, are you kidding me? The Emperor. It's very rare that happens where you get the Emperor and the Empress right side by side. Wow. So, yeah, the Emperor, I was just talking about him. He's like just said the Emperor and the Emperor popped out. So, he's like the same thing, ruler of, if there was 4 continents, he'd be like the ruler of the whole thing too. Like the president of the world, I guess. You know what I mean? If they ever formed, like, you know how they have like the European Union, and then one day they said they'll, or they're in the works now trying to make a North American Union, combining all those. Like, say if they did all that and there was like 4 ultimate continents or whatever, and each one had a king, this guy would be like the ruler of all the 4 of them. You know what I mean? So to be end on, somebody's jumping in my fucking face. Like, I guess, like, if in biblical terms, like the Antichrist or whatever, you know, like the guy who's supposed to rule the whole fucking world type shit. Yeah. I call him President Obama because he's got a bomb in his hand. You know. And he's got quite the bloody beard too. I like this. I like his beard. His beard is fucking longer than his schlong. Well, actually, I don't know how long his schlong is, you know. Maybe he's got it folded in half, I don't know. I don't even really care. Why am I even talking about that? Oh, this one popped up with it too. Okay, so in the past you had the Ten of Pentacles. So, generational wealth. This is like all like 3 generations is supposed to embody in here. You see the Hermit's right there. He's the old fucker. And then there's a new wife and husband, and there's a child playing with a dog there. So that's like 3 generations. And then in the present, we have this Page of Pentacles. So she keeps popping up in everything, man. This girl with the snake on her. She got a snake on her. See that snake, how long it is? It goes through the hole there, and then it comes up way back up in there in a tree. It reminds me of like in the Garden of Eden, like the tree of good and evil or whatever. Like they're not supposed to eat the apple or whatever. And I don't know if that's just my brain the way it works, but like doesn't it look like she's bringing like something like an apple or something to Adam or whatever? So I don't know. I just get bad vibes. Like ever since I got this deck, I just get really bad vibes about this Earth sign, young Earth sign chick, or whoever the fuck she is. But I don't know. What do we have in the future for our hardcore hermits? Stop it. Strength and the King of Swords. So strength and the King of Swords. Wow, that's a pretty powerful combination. Strength and the King of Swords is in the future. King of Swords can be like, sometimes that can even represent God, because he's like the judge, you know what I mean? The ultimate judge. With the sword of truth there. And like it's air sign, so like Libra energy, which is like justice. So, and then you got strength, which is Leo energy. So, yeah, but it's like the feminine side of strength, eh? Like not like the body check the guy and crumple him in the boards type. Like it's like the gentle, like knowing when to use your strength and when not to use it. And if you use your strength properly, it almost doesn't even look like you use any strength, you know? Like finesse, like type shit. So you can be strong without exerting a lot of force, is what I'm trying to say. Like Aikido, I guess. Aikido, the martial arts that Steven Seagal uses, where he doesn't even really do anything. He'll use fingers snapping and shit like that. And he's like, and basically everything in Aikido is like you actually use your opponent's, like his force against him somehow. So he's actually kicking his own ass. Which kind of, I don't know. That's what I get from it, anyway. What do we got in the, how you're influencing the situation, hardcore hermits? How are my hardcore hermits influencing? I'm going to flip this over. Yeah, get some of this side. Okay, so we get, how are we hardcore hermits influencing this? Oh, so we wanted to pop out the sun, too. So more Leo energy, so we could be dealing with Leo. It's one of the happiest cards in the deck. So this can also brighten up, makes people happy, grows its energy, can represent energy, because the sun is like basically the biggest energy source in the solar system. If it wasn't for the sun, we wouldn't even be here. So I guess growing stuff like abundance, gain, like in agriculture. If there's anything hidden, it might brighten up dark shadow and reveal things to you. What do we got in hopes and fears? Hopes and fears. So fear, I'm thinking, is death. Scorpionic energy. Scorpio energy is death. Dr. Death going out for a horse ride. Seeing if he can add a few souls to the carriage here. Yeah. So I'm taking it that's your fears. Most people don't wish for death, but some actually do, believe it or not. Usually they're not the greatest ones, but yeah, I'm taking it as probably interferes. I'm hoping this is interferes. Okay, what do we got as the lens that you're looking through hardcore hermits? Oop. Seven of Cups, so the lens you're looking through is like you have a lot of illusions, so that doesn't mean there is a lot of, or you have a lot of options. So that doesn't mean there is a lot of options. This just means that this is the way you're looking at the situation, is like you have a lot of options. So make sure that all those options are viable, though, because maybe some of them aren't. Maybe some of them are illusions that look like good options, you know what I mean? Always do your research. And what do we got in the environment for hardcore hermits? Let's see here. Whoa. Someone just jump right out at me. Meditation, I guess. Like after a hard battle, or like a warrior would like sit and like just think things over. It's like, when's my next plan of attack? You know, but like in a peaceful way. Like he's not rushing around. Like you want to be in a place of peace where you can actually think and not like. He finally got the time to look over his battle plans, but he wants to do it where everybody's not like barking at him, like, what should I do, blah, blah, blah. So he, like, I don't know. Some people do it on the toilet because it's the one place people will leave you alone, right? So, I'm not recommending that. I'm just saying, like if you're really hectic, if you're busy and hectic, like sometimes that's the only place. Like, a lot of people read the newspaper on it, right? So, why don't I read the paper? Hey, what do you got in outcome for a hardcore room? Let's go. We get 4 again. I like being the 4th thing. The moon, so something could be hidden. Piscean, Cancerian energy. King of Pentacles, so an earth sign. That's you guys. So, yeah, I guess you're in your earth side. The Queen of Swords shows up here. That means you're bound. Okay, 2 more. Here we get the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. Could be a contract or meaning of some type of contract. It means like being attracted to somebody, or being, I don't know, just checking somebody out, you know, like interested in them, and possibly for like, you know, wow, that's spelled up for you. Hopefully not. And who's this guy up here? They look like they've been through some hard times, these two, because if they got arrows sticking out of every sticking part of their body, they look like they just pissed off a bunch of, like, Native Americans or something. And, like, I don't know what they did, but I'm getting that from it. And there's a tree burning back there, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on? I never seen one like this. Actually, I did the Hermetic one this time like this too. It's got like, there's some kind of big battle scene or something like that. So it's that, and then you get 10 of Cups. So what the hell? 10 of Cups is with that's like the ultimate deal, like happy, like whatever you envision your total full package, like it's crazy. Here's a little girl in a pink dress dancing with a kitty cat. Some wind things on there. They seem kind of out of place there. I don't know why those are on there. And then there's like, it looks like there's 3 paths to go down. There's like a path there. There's a path there. There's a path going up there too. Through in between those wind pinnacle things or whatever. What do they call those things? Pinwheels. What's this with them? That's good. 3 rivers. Almost reminds me of like the forks, actually. I'm trying to think like where's this place where there's like 3 rivers meet or whatever, like at the forks. Yeah, that's actually would be like at the forks. This guy's got like eyes in the back of his back or whatever, which is, so it's like he's, I think what that represents is just like he doesn't have to worry about what's behind him. He's got everything he wants. He's happy, he's content in life, he's got everything. Okay, so what do we got in the underlying energies for this spirit? These 3 cards. Take these 3 cards, I guess, because they just mysteriously popped out. We got the dildo lady on the dildo knight right here. The underlying energies is the dildo queen knight thing. What's on that? Knight of Wands, so fiery knight. Fire spirit knight with the dildo on the, I don't know what who she's going to battle with that thing, but I don't know. Like, look at that. That is a fucking like dildo sword. You can't tell me it's nothing else. Look at it. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if she knows what if it's her first time going to war or what. But some people might actually like eating her. Let's see here. What do we got here? We also got the burdens. So burdens are also thrown in the mixer somehow with underlying energy. So could be some burdens. And the Hermit. So going within. That's definitely your guys' earth sign energy there. So Hermit's going within. Wisdom, knowledge, like separating yourself, isolation from like distracting forces. Could be experiencing life. That's what the Hermit's number one way he learns is experiencing life right there. But he's like he's an original. Like he doesn't follow anybody. He just kind of he may follow somebody, I guess, just for a while, just as, like, because if he's like intrigued enough and he wants and somebody knows something that he doesn't know, he might like follow him around for a bit to see, oh, so that's what he's doing, you know? But yeah, he's all about like wisdom and like going within is usually the way he finds it, because it's the only way you can find like some of the most important things, right? It's basically going within. It's how you can converse with God, and if you believe in that type of thing, and whatever, the universe, right? So, and that's about it, guys. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. So it wasn't that hardcore either. That last one was a little too hardcore.